Hey, this is Steve Stine from Guitar Zoom, and if you're looking for an awesome metronome to use for practicing, I want to show you this time trainer, which is made by Justin Guitar, which you may have heard of before. He's got a really awesome website, but he's got just an amazing piece of software here, an app that I use for my iPhone. Now, I'm not sure if it's available on Android or not, but what you do is, I'm going to open it up for you so you can see this here. If you look at this, again, it's just a typical guitar or a metronome. You know, you can tap tempo, you got your volume, you can accent in different places. So if you want to do 3/4 or 4/4, something like that. But what I really, really love about this tuner is the trainer section. So what I do is you go to the trainer and you can do all kinds of different things. But what I use is the speed upper. And what happens with that, I'm going to go to the edit and show you this, okay? So if I go to edit, see, I've got a start tempo of 130 and an end tempo of 150. So what happens is a lot of times when I'm trying to practice, and let's say I'm really good at 130, right? Whatever it is that I'm trying to practice, I practice at 130. But getting faster than that is harder, right? So maybe if I wanted, maybe I'll just move this down a little bit more. Maybe I'll go to 140. So 140 is a bear for me, okay? It's really hard for me to play at 140. So what I can do with this speed upper is you can set it, for instance, right now I'd be going from 130 to 140 and have it set for 5 minutes, which means over the course of 5 minutes, it's going to gradually reach the tempo of 140. And what makes this really awesome is if I'm doing an exercise, my brain and my body doesn't really feel the increase in speed. Where a lot of times with a standard metronome, you might set it at 130 and then the next thing you try is 136 or something and it just feels way too fast. The beauty of this is it kind of sneaks in on you and tricks you into going faster without actually realizing that you're going faster. Now, of course, the shorter you make the duration, the quicker the speed up is going to happen. So anyway, I just really, really, really love this app. So now I've got it set for speed upper. Okay, so now you can see on the front the trainer is set, and now I would just push play and it would start. Now if I push play, unfortunately the software that I'm using to record my iPhone, the metronome will sound really wonky, so I'm not going to press it. But that's a really great program for you to use, not only as a standard metronome, which it works wonderful for, but for that speed up trainer, which is just an amazing, amazing thing to get you to speeds you probably never realized you could play at before. Now again, I wouldn't set it at 120 and then 180. That's kind of unrealistic. But if you set it at 120 and then go to 130 or something, or whatever it might be, you might find yourself playing at 130 at a far faster pace, and then you could go from 130 to 140 or whatever it might be. So if you haven't ever checked this app out, I would strongly recommend that you do so. It's just a really cool app, and you might find it to be one of the most used things that you use in your daily guitar practice.